Senior High School, and I'm Angela Jifa Martins, together with my sister,
Manuela, and we are participating in this year's inter-schools public speaking competition. So don't miss it. Watch out for us.
Good morning, cherished viewers. I am Asante Nokwache, the representative of Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Eko Inshiraba Aochi, the head boy and representative of Infant Swim School.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Desiree Ishira Hefron, representing Achimota School.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Elsam Entry, representing Upukwari School in the Ashanti region.
As children, we can use social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter to promote peace. Social networking helps young people communicate with each other and find other contacts. We can also advocate for peace by using play, music, or poems, just like our sisters Nakiat and DJ Switch, both of TV3 Talented Kids, are doing. As children, let's prompt the police when we notice activities that pose threats to the peace of Ghana. Let's look at countries like Somalia, Liberia, Senegal, Rwanda, Nigeria. It was very easy to start a war, but very difficult to restore peace. As children, let's talk to our parents, influential people, and other young people about peace. Imagine if a war broke out in Ghana right now. Tell me, where are we going to run to when all borders are closed? Where are we going to find a place of safety? Where on this land are we going to find a place of refuge when we are assured of disasters that strike by day and bullets that fly by night? Children, let them know the implications of war on not only us, on not only the nation, but on us. Let's promote peaceful coexistence with love, tolerance, peace, and unity. This coexistence will make us as a people know and understand our faith and culture as one nation with a destiny. We should know our worth and not let anyone deceive us into doing the unthinkable. Children, let's be assertive and say no to some politicians who lure us with meager amounts of money to do their dirty works, like running away with ballot boxes, underage voting, or going to the polling stations wearing party paraphernalia. Fellow children, do not be deceived. Your future should be your sound priority, for we are the future. From Gambaga to Accra, from Uyasu to Keta, we are brothers and our mother is a school. This is a section of the Achimota School song, which is a reflection of the picture of Ghana. We are a family and our mother is Ghana. There is strength in unity. Children are the future of Ghana. Play your parts. Let's seek peace. For a peaceful Ghana will be a land of opportunity.
And I quote, protest in the West African sub-regions is a call for reform in our electoral system, unquote. I take the topic once again. Protest in the West African sub-regions is a call for reform in our electoral system. What do we mean by protest? According to the Oxford Dictionary, a protest simply refers to a statement or action which expresses disapproval or objection. Protests can come in so many various forms, from individual statements to mass demonstration protests. Protesters may organize protests in a way to publicly express their grievances or displeasure in an attempt to influence public opinions or government policies. What are some of the protests we see today? In the just ended Guinean elections, President Alpha Conde won his controversial third term in office as president amidst violent protests from the crowd. Now, according to myjoyonline.com, this protest led to the killing of 30 individuals and 3 policemen. Also, in the just ended Ivory Coast elections, President Alassane Ouattara won his third term in office as president according to the Electoral Commission of the Ivory Coast. Now, what are we seeing here? We all know that every president is mandated to a 2-year term in office. But here is the case, these presidents are going over the time for them to become presidents. This is a very controversial thing we are experiencing. Why wouldn't there be a call for a reform if these are the...
Where we do the presentation of award.
So I'm standing in for the chairman. My name is Prince Moses from Asasi Radio, and it has been fantastic.
I'd like to invite the teacher who guided the students to this particular stage to come on stage and support all the teachers, actually, all the teachers from all the schools. all the teachers from all the schools.
All right, as they come up, may I insist that a debate is also a form of public speaking, as it were. There are so many types of public speaking. A slam is public speaking. A poetry is part of public speaking, and so is rapping. Right, and so as they come up, shall I say bravo to all of you for fantastic work done. You did complain that a debate is not public speaking, and I just debunked that. I'm sorry. And as it were, your student did really well, even without preparation. Yeah. I have been very impressed with the two of you right from the beginning. I don't know my scores because there were a jumble of numbers. So I don't know how much I scored you. So I can say with confidence that my scoring was not biased. The person, my favorite in terms of the call to response is not here, right? He did really, really well. And he actually joined you in the second part. I believe it's this gentleman over here. Can you, yeah. Brilliant work, yeah, very spontaneous, and we'll go on with the program. We'll present the awards.
Yes.
Yeah. So number 2 position, I believe, would be Infantipim.
Infantipim, yes.
Right.
Thank you very much. Let me interrupt small. We have prizes from our proud sponsors. Sorry. Coca-Cola, a big hamper for all the contestants. Can you clap for me, please? Okay. For the first position, sorry, I have to do this quick because we have to go off air. Kindly come. First position, you have your hamper.
Minister for Communication and Digitalization, Honorable Mrs. Esla Owusu Akufu, the Chief Executive Officer of DD Global, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and a pleasure to be part of this trailblazing program, the Inter-School Public Speaking Competition. I am particularly pleased by the recognition and the rare opportunity given to me to deliver the keynote address at this year's launch. There is no doubt that the Inter-School Public Speaking Competition is making significant contributions towards shaping the future of our country. The youth of every country undoubtedly represents the wealth and life of the country. Investing in the youth and tendering them into creative and innovative leaders to ensure sustainability in the growth and development of the country is the best way to go. Giving the youth a voice in the affairs of a country provides a platform for the seamless integration of the concerns into nation building, which promotes inclusiveness and sustainable development. In recent times in Ghana, there are some positive developments in the country that we should commend and not condemn. The formation of youth groups and movements in response to the call of His Excellency the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to Ghanaians, not to be spectators, but citizens in the governance of the country, should be encouraged and supported by all well-meaning Ghanaians. So groups, youth groups such as youth in politics, youth in development, fix the country now, are all positive developments that should be encouraged and supported. And this resonates loudly with the call of the inter-school public speaking competition for the youth of Ghana to participate in the debate on nation building. I commend highly DD Global for this initiative. The theme for this year's competition, digital inclusion, promotion, and protection of child rights online, is a clarion call to respond to the reality of cyberspace and its inevitable explosion in our daily activities, its benefits, and the associated dangers. Indeed, the emergence of electronic media as a pervasive feature of our everyday life is not lost on the global population. The amount of information it generates and the communication it promotes, no doubt, contributes immensely to global interconnectedness and the peace and development of the world. Its benefits permeate through all facets of social endeavor, including telemedicine, commerce, and many others. Its influence in education is particularly revolutionary, having transformed the library into a rather huge platform where access to books and other learning materials has been enhanced beyond measure, while writers no more have difficulty in getting their ideas across to the reading world. In the midst of the pandemic, when the physical interaction of the global population was challenged, cyberspace came to the rescue of humanity, and many industries have survived or thrived on the back of the digital world. It therefore holds the future of the world, which explains why access needs to be enhanced for the global population, especially the teeming youth educational institutions. However, cyberspace brings along unique challenges. Primarily, digital identity is elusive and difficult to control. The anonymity that cyberspace guarantees, rather sadly, promotes crime as online fraud becomes easy, given the difficulty in to ascertain the authenticity of the identity of third parties. The vulnerability of children is particularly a major concern for reason of the rising middle class, which promotes children's access to cyberspace in the face of reducing parental control. Thankfully, the National Identity Register Act 2008, Act 750, came to our rescue as a country, as it provides for a unique digital identity supported by the capture of biometrics. This act is complemented by the enactment of the Cyber Security Act of 2020, Act 1038, which act devotes an entire chapter to the protection of children online. It imposes a fine of not less than 2,500 penalty units for the procurement, publication, and possession of an indecent image of a child. A minimum jail term of 5 years for cyber talking of a child and dealing with or aiding and abetting of child for purposes of sexual abuse, and a minimum 10 years jail term for sexual extortion. These penalties reflect the seriousness that Parliament attaches to the protection of child's rights online. Many other laws passed by Parliament over the years have also provided solutions to some identified challenges to the digital revolution that the world has no choice but to raise, to embrace. These include the passage of the National Communications Authority Act, 1996, Act 524, to set up the National Communications Authority to regulate communications activities and services in the country. Also, the National Information Technology Act Agency, Act 2008, set up the National Information Technology Agency, NITA, to regulate the provision of information communication technology, ensure the provision of quality information communication technology, promote standards of efficiency, and ensure high quality of service. The subsequent passage of the Electronic Transaction Act 2008, Act 772, and the Electronic Communications Act 2008, Act 775, to regulate electronic communications, the regulation of broadcasting, the use of the electronic magnetic spectrum, and related matters contributed in setting the necessary infrastructure to ensure Ghana's march to inclusiveness in the digital space. The passage of the Data Protection Act 2012, Act 843, to accord local data protection, and the creation of the Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIFED, have all worked to promote universal service and access for all communities in Ghana, as they ensure basic telephony, internet service, multimedia service, broadband, and broadcasting services to these communities, while providing the needed safeguards for use of the systems. It is in this regard that I am glad to be associated with the Inter-School Public Speaking Competition, as it contributes to widening the space for digital inclusion. The celebrated physicist Albert Einstein posits that, and I quote, "Imagination is more important than knowledge," unquote. He explains that, quote, "Knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand," unquote. My exposition is limited to my knowledge and experience as a lawmaker, and should set the tone for you to open up the scope of your imagination to perceive the unthinkable and even the unimaginable in doing justice to the theme of the launch. It is imagination that inspires the seafarers to cross the oceans to discover new lands. It is imagination that propelled the space program to land a man on the moon. And it is imagination that will make this generation greater and better than the last. In this regard, let me pay tribute to my predecessor, the Right Honorable Professor Michael Aaron Okoye, for adopting this challenge as an annual affair. May the inter-school speaking competition live up to its aim to inculcate in our youth excellent communication skills and the spirit of dynamism, creativity, and patriotism. May the genre of speakers it nurtures use public speaking to influence society positively. Well done, DD Global and partners, for supporting the school's curricula with this wonderful initiative. I look forward to hosting the Best Orator 2021. But before I complete, remember, speakers are influencers, and influencers are life changers. We look forward to an exciting contest this year, and I wish all of you the very best, and may the best school win. On this note, it is now my singular honor to declare the 2021 Inter-School Public Speaking Competition duly launched. I thank you so much for your attention. In our